Okay, so let's see where Hanat or Hanit is. I mean, well, she's in my party, but let's go see where the Hagen is, this wolf. I guess before we head out, let's rest at this inn. Oh, it's free. Nice. Get some of our HP back. Must be free because we're still part of the... Still doing chapter 1.
So thou art going after Zonta.
Hagen here cameth seeking my help. In his letter, he said he was bound for Stonegard. We shall begin our search there.
I thought Hagen knew where this dude was. Probably gonna take a while to find this
I
guy.
pray it is no more serious than an ill-founded wager that left him unable to payeth his innkeeper. For a Hagen to cometh all this way alone, I cannot help but fear the worst.
It's so funny that everybody knows Zonta has a gambling problem.
Prithee, take us care.
I guess when you're in a village with 10 people, it's kind of hard to hide that stuff.
We will.
And don nothing foolish. Don as Zonta saith, child, not as he would doeth.
Thank ye, Chief. Fearing not for us. We shall be back before the next moon, with Master at our side. Stayest safe, Master. We're coming.
And so did Huntress and it set out on our journey, her master having vanished, hunting the baleful Red Eye, and now fell to her to find him and bring him home. What fate awaits her on the road ahead? Only the gods can say. Oh, I guess that is the end of chapter 1. Okay, cool. Let's check at the map. So it looks like we want to go down. Head down in this direction. There's Therion here. Wonder where. Actually, let's check the map one more time. Where is her? So it looks like her level 2 is, or chapter 2 quest is off in this direction. But for now, let's... Oh, that's so strange. I don't know if you guys noticed that. There's actually screen tearing in this. What is going on? I stopped playing Final Fantasy 12 on today's stream because I was having issues with screen tearing. And I started Octopath Traveler because I figured there's no way that there's going to be screen tearing in this game. Now, and I was having a whole bunch of trouble with, Final Fantasy 12. Since I'm always having trouble with the Final Fantasy PC ports, just like I did with Final Fantasy 10. I was having issues with Final Fantasy 12, so I figured, maybe something happened. That's why I'm having so much issue with it. Wasn't expecting this game to give me issues. Must be something wrong with my computer. It's probably did a major update to Windows.
Good day.
That's probably why. I gotta look into it. Of course, Windows would screw everything up. As a scholar of natural sciences, I venture into the field to study the habits of wild creatures. There are many rare specimens in these parts. It is a most stimulating environment. Let's scrutinize them. Nope. There's nothing. Oh, I guess we do get some information. Where the giant boar roams. Not all scholars are suited to a life spent hunched over one's desk. This scholar, for instance, would much rather take to the field and seek out wild beasts in their element and face them in battle for the purpose of research, of course. Needless to say, such methods result in no shortage of injuries. I don't know how this new information is going to help us.
Good day.
Also, another thing that I'm not 100% on is why would we want to guide these people? Because you can guide a lot of people, so I'm just like,
Standest
why
thou
would we
against
do that?
me? Then be hunted. Let in my arrow fly and true.
Oh, it looks like when I provoke people, I can only use beasts.
Yeah.
I can still provoke, I suppose. So that's good. Oh, she got 2 attacks on us. That's
Come
unfortunate.
in, if thou darest.
Okay, hopefully this is enough to kill him.
Come in,
But
if thou...
they did say if I lose
Holding
this
back
fight,
nothing.
my reputation will go down. Perfect.
I honor thee, my quarry.
It was a 2-star difficulty, so I was a little worried. It seemeth we have won. Yeah, now that dude's knocked out. Let's hope some beast doesn't come after him. Kill him. Yeah, so this screen tearing is unfortunately still an issue. Though it seems to be a little more rare. And doesn't happen as often. At least I don't notice it. It was really bad in the Final Fantasy XII gameplay. But I decided to stop playing so I could, so I wouldn't have to like re-record episodes. You know, for the awful screen tearing. But unfortunately, this game is also having screen tearing issues. But I guess since it is kind of rare, not too bad. I guess I'll fix it after the stream is over. So I can't really see if it's... And I see it on my screen. But I don't see it on the recording.
Now, letting us hunting.
I don't know. I gotta look at the recording after.
What is the logical course
Maybe
of
I
action?
should stop streaming after this recording though. Don't want to make too many episodes. That might be bad. Alright, so let's see. Well, let's definitely start with the fire.
What to do?
Okay, what else? I guess let's go with wind. Oh, just, it's the one that hits everyone.
The winds
Maybe
of
somebody's
fortune are
weak
howling.
to... Nope. Nobody's weak to that.
Come in, if thou darest. Yeah.
Now let's break this one.
Well then,
And then with her, we'll break the back one. And then with Cyrus, we'll break the other
my
two.
turn now.
Although I guess she can break this one anyways. So it's not that big a deal.
What now?
He'll be able to break it with Firestorm since it hits twice. And essentially just kill everyone.
Thus
That's the
ends
power
your
of
lesson.
magic AoEs. Okay, so let's see, where are we heading here? We're still going in the right direction. I think that's right. Let's see where we end up on this side. Looks like we already made it to where we need to be. Nice. Now there is something I want to check really quick. It'll probably take 2 seconds to do. Let me see something. Oop. Hopefully that... Okay, cool. Let's see if that was the issue. That might be the issue. I have a laptop that runs... It has 2 modes. For the... It'll be like 60... It'll have like the 60 refresh rate. For its own screen, right? And then it'll have 165 hertz. And you can like toggle between the two. Usually that doesn't affect other monitors, which is what I'm using. But maybe it does. I'm just not familiar with it. So let's see if that helped. Maybe that was the issue all the time. Let's see, causes a single foe to act. Wait, causes a single foe to act at the end of the turn for 2 turns. What does that mean? Kind of confusing. It almost seems like the enemy gets 2 turns. Attack a single foe with a bow, otherwise lethal attacks will instead leave the target with 1 HP. Attack all foes 5 to 8 times with a bow. That's kind of just like attack random foes. Oh, I see, that's a specific person. Increases all allies' critical rate and accuracy for 2 turns. Oh, this attacks all foes. Oh, we definitely want that. We'll start off with that. Now, what's the next one we want? I mean, this might not be bad. Critical rate and accuracy. Wonder how much it increases it. Yeah, let's do this one. Alright, cool. We got a support skill. Gain an increased chance of attacking first in battle. Equipping this skill with multiple characters will have no added effect. Let's see, I don't think anybody else got new stuff. I guess we can check. Let's see, I need 1,000. 1,000. Oh, she's close. I know which one I should get next. Augments one ally's elemental defense. Grant a single ally the ability to reflect 1 elemental attack. It's not very good. Revive all incapacitated. All. Wow. An AoE revive. We're definitely getting this next. I mean, it's a ton of SP, but it's really good. Okay, let's save it after that. And then let's see, where are we on the map? Alright, so it looks like this is the direction we want to go. You know what, I think that might have been the issue. I don't see any screen tearing.
There is no choice.
Now I feel dumb
I'll do my best.
that it was just the refresh rate on my screen. I guess hooking up external monitors doesn't might mess with it. Cause it's like because I'm using a laptop to run the game off of, right?
There.
The laptop can handle, the 60 hertz refresh rate and the 165 hertz refresh rate.
Now,
The
what
external
next?
monitor that I have, it can't. It can only do 60. So I figured it would just default to 60, but I guess maybe it's trying to output at 165 and then getting screwed up the monitor at 60. Not 100% sure on that. But at least it seems the issue has been solved.
Come in, if thou darest.
Let's see this arrow storm.
A torrent of arrows!
Oh, nice. That's
What to do?
that's definitely OP. Although we probably can't do it. I think it was what, 25 SP?
Now, what next?
Can't even do it twice.
Oh, flames!
At least at this point in the game.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Let's just take a quick look. Oh, it's 24 SP. Oh, we still can't do it at this point. When that wasn't even boosted. That'll be interesting to
I'll
see when
not
we
be
boost
defeated.
it. How much it actually does. Oh, I
I'll
thought for
not
sure
be
that
defeated.
I thought for sure this egg would be
Come in,
dead.
if thou darest.
Here
I guess he has
go.
high defense. Wasn't paying attention how much damage
What
I
is
was
the
doing.
logical course of action? Oh, flames!
Should be weak to fire.
Strong.
I feel like all
Thus
types of
ends your
eggs
lesson.
could be weak to fire. Alright, healing great. Yep. No more screen tearing. At least not on my monitor, so that's nice.
Hello to you.
Welcome to Boulder Fall, the largest settlement here in the Cliftons, or the Clifflands. Let's see, anything good for sale? I'll take it. Is that really a good deal? $4.75. Increases the maximum HP. Is that permanent? Oh nice, we got a discount on it. I didn't realize that we can, that was also a possibility of being able to, haggle down a price. Oh, it does look like it might be permanent. Interesting. Here we got maximum HP, physical attack, elemental attack, and evasion. Just one of each. I think for now we'll just save them. Here in Boulderfell, the poor types live below, the wealthy up top. Us? Guess we're somewhere in the middle. Well, let's see what we have for sale. Nope. Nothing I want.
What is it, youngin?
Cliffside stairs will take you down to the Commoners District. It can get rough down there, so watch yourself. Oh geez, it's kind of expensive. Is healing items really that expensive? 1,000? I feel like I might be getting ripped off by these people. You know, according to themselves, they're somewhere in the middle. Maybe some of them are trying to make their way to the top. Okay, so it looks like this is where the next story begins. Let's see. Oh, looks like I'm probably gonna need the thief, so I can open that. Let's see. Oh, cool. I'll take that though. Nice. Wonder if there's any I thought there was something over here. I wonder if there's any shops in this place. As of now, well, there's. I guess there is this one. I missed it. But I mean weapon shop. I guess these really are that expensive. 500. I guess we did get a good deal, I suppose. Okay.
A good day to you.
Folk on the middle level are a reasonable lot, unless they don't look down on look down their noses at us like those snooty nobles. Doesn't mean they all think highly of each other, though. It would be nice if I can actually check. If this is a weapon I might want, you know, compare the stats.
Oh,
What do you want? Something from me? I don't know. What do you have? The Spear of Justice. Well, it'd be nice if we can actually find out. Like I said, chances are those are probably sold at the shop. So we can look at it here. Let's see, oh, I guess not. Alright, so it looks like that's an increase. So is that. Kind of crazy. You can equip 2 weapons or multiple weapons for people. Sure is easy to burn through money in that way. That's not a bad upgrade for Cyrus. Especially with the evasion. Also not bad for evasion. Actually, it's not bad for anybody when it comes to evasion. If I buy 4 of them. Yeah, it's somewhat expensive. Accuracy, evasion. Are these things I even have? I guess what if I buy some for everybody? That's what 5,000. Looks like I already have one of these. Yeah, that'd be spending like 15,000. How about let's buy these? Oh, nice. Okay, so this is something I like. It's always nice that you can equip, equipment as soon as you buy it. But I think this is the first game I've ever seen where you can buy 2 of an item and equip it, and choose who you want to equip it on. That's cool. I like that. I mean, it's such a simple thing, but it makes such a big difference. Although I don't know if I should have wasted my money at this point. That might, now that the coolness factor just wore off, that might have just been a mistake. Because Knit is probably going to be the one I take out of the party. When we start this new story. Just because I need Cyrus and Ophelia. And I can't get rid of Tressa. I would if I could. But it looks like, Cyrus and Ophelia, they need to stay in the party the whole time. So I can only, and Tressa can't be taken out. But for probably the whole game, it's going to be Tressa, Cyrus, Ophelia, and whoever the other person I want is. Which is a little unfortunate that I can't take Tressa out. That is something I do not like. But yeah, I mean, it seems like a waste. I mean, it's not a waste because it was an upgrade. But since I might take her out of the party pretty soon, chances are I'm probably going to find better weapon later in the game. If I ever decide to put her back in the party. So I might end up just buying new weapons for her if I ever decide to put her in the party again. Which I guess is fine. Not that big a deal. We've been saving money for quite a bit. I think what we only spent, I don't know, 5,000 on her. Was not too bad. Now I was looking at these items, you know, the permanent upgrades, and I was wondering who I should put them on. But it might be a good idea just to put them on Tressa, since I have no choice. She has to stay in the party. So it might just be a good idea to make her as tough as possible. But who knows? I'll save off on that, and maybe I'll find out later that you can actually take her out of the party. But who knows? From what it looks like, can I actually change party members now? Let's see, miscellaneous, status. There's gotta be a way. I think it actually might be in the bar. Before we end this episode, let me take a quick look. I think the bar is the place where you swap party members around. Change party. The protagonist cannot be removed from the party. Yep, there is no way to remove Tressa. Which makes no sense because... I mean, it really makes no sense because the way this game is designed, you have 8 individual stories. So no one technically is the protagonist. That's just such a dumb reason. I mean, I love this game. But man, that was such a bad choice. I really can't see any reason behind it either. And it's not like they didn't want to you know, program, or maybe, you know, the person that you're controlling has special animations when you're controlling them. So it's not like it's, you know, it's not like they didn't want to draw those animations or animate them or program it. So you can pick anybody as your starting protagonist. But they had to do that anyways. So unless there's something way later in the game that I just never got to in my first playthrough, makes no sense that you can't take out and swap whoever you want. That's, out of all the things I love about this game, you know, the art style, the music, you know, the turn-based battle system. A lot of people don't like turn-based, but I'm a fan of it. And this, you know, the boosting keeps it interesting. And, you know, there's some cool stuff that you can do. But when it comes to not being able to switch your main party member, that's a huge L for this game. And, you know, what other people said about, you know, the stories being kind of disjointed, that's more of a story related issue. Not being able to take your protagonist out, that's more of a game function kind of issue, which is a much bigger issue for me than the stories not being connected. So hopefully that's something they change in Octopath Traveler 2. And what's funny is that I think that they did a couple demos and they let people like, put in their complaints so that Square Enix can fix them. And I'm sure they fixed a couple of them, but I don't think the demos were long enough for this issue to ever be a problem. Because I don't think they were long enough for you to get like more than 5 people in your party. So you would never get to that point where you would want to switch. So you would, people might not have thought of it at the time. So they probably wouldn't have brought it up to Square Enix. But I can't imagine that people don't hate it. I mean, who wouldn't want more options? But, I guess we'll see in a month and a half with Octopath Traveler 2, see how that goes. Okay, then. Alright, I think I'm probably going to cut it short tonight. Good news is we did find the issue with the screen tearing. Hopefully it wasn't too distracting in the episodes that I recorded. No, of Octopath. Good thing I stopped with Final Fantasy 12 tonight, because that was a real issue. But anyways, if you want to know when I go live, you can hit that subscribe or follow button. I keep the live streams up on YouTube, so if you want to check any live streams out that you missed, you can check them out there. If you want to see any of my many Let's Plays that I have already completed, everything's on YouTube under the name Gamora, so you can go check it out there. Thanks for watching and have a good night.